welcome to the replay. Good morning from the UK. It is Friday here and I am feeling very excited for the weekend. I am really glad that you're joining me for this scope. I would love you, if you don't know me, my name is Laura Husson. I'm founder of laurahusson.com. Good morning, Tim. I'm going to be welcoming the people who come and join me live on this scope. However, if you're watching the replay or you're watching this on YouTube later, then sit down, grab a pen and paper and get involved with this because it's really going to transform your business. If you have not done this already in your business and you are looking to attract customers, clients, however you refer to the people who spend money with you, then this is what you need to do. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Simply Ruby, I'm wondering if you told me your name yet because I saw in another scope that you said you hadn't shared your name. Good morning, Lilac Angel. Good morning, Melissa. Zoe, you did tell me that, right? Sorry, thank you. I will try and remember that. So, for you guys who are just joining me, did I get your email? Tim, I did get your email. So sorry. I will reply today. Yes, I knew that Ruby was your daughter. Thank you. Hi, Liz. Good morning. Thanks for joining. So yeah, for you guys just joining me, make sure you've got a pen and a paper or a notepad or something to scribble on to hand because I'm going to walk you through something that once you've done that, good morning Australia, once you've done this is going to transform the way you think about your copy, your branding, your everything that you do to put yourself out there. Yes, it's for business owners, it's for people who are starting up, it's for people who are in any kind of way needing to promote or reach an audience. So you're needing your notebook more often on scopes. Yes, Liz. Hi, Daniel in Oklahoma. Good morning. My goodness, it's very early for you or very late. I'm not sure which. Depends if you've stayed up or just got up. So you were just watching Mark Shaw replays. Fantastic. I haven't seen what he was been doing in the last, I don't know if he scoped today already. So the reason for this scope is because yesterday I talked about how before you build your website, you have to go and research who your audience is. Hi, Denise. You have to research who your audience is and get to know. That's okay, Melissa. You don't have to hang with us. You stayed up. Yeah, you have to know who your audience is and you have to know how to connect with that audience. Now, Periscope and other social platforms give us this amazing opportunity to connect and build that all-important know, like, and trust factor. But the thing with the know, like, and trust factor, the big secret about the know, like, and trust factor is the fact that it has to work both ways. In order for your clients, your audience, your customers, however you, good night, Melissa, however you refer to your people, you have to know them really inside out in order for you to be able to do anything that allows them to know, like, and trust you. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, stick with me because I'm going to explain it. You have to strike up a connection. You have to show who you are. You have to make sure that you are conveying that you understand them. You know what they need from you. You know how you can help them. And you know how to convey that in language and visually in a way that just makes them go, oh, this is it. I found the solution that I need to my problem. Because that ultimately is what your business is all about. You are providing solutions to problems. Perhaps if you're doing something that's a luxury or something like that, is still providing, filling a gap, filling a need of something that they want in their lives. So today on this scope, we're going to profile your people. We're going to get to know your people. I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to ask you loads of questions and you can either come along. Thank you, Liz, for inviting people. You can either come along with me live now, or you can make notes and do it later. Or of course you can watch the replay and do this in your own time. So there's no pressure to do it right now. But if you want to do it now and you want to ask questions, I'm going to engage with those. So if you're watching the replay, there's going to be a lot of interaction with questions here. So yeah, be important to keep up with that. So before we get started, well, thank you very much, Dinny Do That, for inviting your followers. If you're in here and you think this is a great idea and you can see that there will be people who will get value from this, click the little man in the bottom here. Thank you, Lilac Angel. Click share. You can share with all your followers here on Periscope, or you can share on Twitter, or you can scroll along a little bit and copy it to your clipboard and paste it wherever you like, all over the That's if you're watching live, of course. If you're watching the replay, then you can share it however you like. Now, If you've just joined me, my name is Laura Husson. I'm the founder of laurahusson.com, and I work with small business owners to establish an online presence. We build websites and we help people look good online, in short. Thank you so much, you guys. I can see you all sharing with your followers. So I'll give people just a few seconds to join in here and then we'll get started. So make sure you grab your notepad, grab your pen, grab a drink of water, whatever it is you need, because we're going to go deep into this. I'm going to ask you loads of questions. I'm going to make you really think about things that you probably haven't thought about before. It's a different way of profiling your audience. Tease up. Brilliant. Okay, so thank you for all the hearts that are coming in. I hit 200,000 hearts yesterday, which is a very exciting landmark. I've been on Periscope for just over 5 weeks. Brilliant. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not following me and you're new to my show, you can click the little man down here, view my profile and follow, and make sure that you stay tuned for any follow-ups that come to this, because I do lots of scopes like this that help you make your business look good online. Okay, good morning, Jane. Thank you for joining. I have my own notepad and pen here that you're rocking twins to sleep. Oh, there's a mouse in my house. Not distracting at all. Hi to NYC. Good morning, Jane. Mouse in the house. Oh my goodness. My cats have brought it in. I'm going to ignore it. Oh dear, okay. All right, so I have my notepad and my pen and I'm ready to make notes as well as another mouse as we go. So let's get started. Clear the decks. Turn all your distractions off and get ready to focus, because this is going to really transform things for you. If you're kind of wondering, how you get more eyes on your website, how you connect better through email, how you convey your message to people on social media, this is the answer that you've been looking for. So the first rule to this, as I've already said here, I'm going to repeat because I know there are new people joining. In order for people to know, like, and trust you, you have to know and like, and to a certain degree, trust them. You have to understand who they are, all of their background, so that you can tailor your message and your visuals and everything else that you share publicly to suit them. So the first thing I want you to think about, and this is where your notepad and pen are going to come in useful, is think about this. We're not profiling a whole audience, whole stadium full of people. We are profiling one person, okay? This is the important key ingredient. Instead of thinking about this on a massive basis, we're thinking about profiling one single person who summarizes your ideal person to sell your products or your services to. Now, this person would be a raving fan. They will love what you do. They will tell all their friends about it. They will be a repeat customer and they will support you through everything that you do. So imagine this person. It might be somebody you've already worked with. It might be somebody in real life who you'd love to work with. Imagine who they are. Just picture them. Take a moment to just picture them. And then give them a name, okay? Give them a name. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just give them a name and either write that down or type it in the chat box so that I know you're still here and you're with me. Name that person. We're talking about one person who is your ideal audience, customer, client. Mary, thank you, that nice chap. Hey, Phil. Mary is your ideal person. You are going to be tailoring everything to Mary, okay? So I'm going to go, mine is called Grace. And I'm writing this down as I go. Brilliant. So we've got Sue, we've got David. Fantastic. Now, the next step in this, think of this person as avatar. Yes, it is avatar. However, I want to make it more real. Avatar to me is a remote concept. So director, okay, Remy, Astrid, lovely names, you guys. Gracie is mine. Wow, great minds, Zoe. So I'm calling mine Grace. Now, the reason we give this a name is because it takes it from being a remote concept into being a real person. Now, we want to know who these people are inside out, because without knowing who these people are, you can't tailor your message, you can't build your website, you can't build your brand without knowing who you're marketing to. So you've got the name here. You're going to take that name now, and I want you to think for a moment about who this person, we've got David, Astrid, Mary, I can't remember the other names you gave me, but think about who these people are and tell me or write down something about them that's unique to only them. So whether it's their work, perhaps their job. Tell me about their job. Let's go with that first. Tell me what they do for a job. Maybe they don't work at all. Maybe they're a stay-at-home parent. Maybe they're unemployed. Tell me what it is that they do in their days. How do they spend their days? So for me, my person is Grace. Grace is somebody who has been starting up an online business for the last 2 years, and she's looking to put her business onto the next level, but she doesn't quite know how to do it, and she's really frustrated. That's my example, okay? That's who Grace is for me. And I can tell you this because I know this inside out. And I know it quickly because I've done this over and over. I do this on a regular basis. This is not something I do once and then leave it forever. I do this and then I do it again and again and again. So profile your person, think about them, just take a moment. If you're watching the replay, you can pause. Oh, morning. Good, I'm glad this is helpful for you. So think about who they are, take a pause, and then tell me about how they spend their days, okay? Where they're at. How do they feel about how they spend their days? Write it down, figure it out, and just take some time to think about that. If you're just joining here, what we're doing is we're profiling who your dreamy, ideal, perfect customer, client, however you describe the people who spend money and grow your business with you are. So we've given them a name, and now we're just picturing what their day looks like, how they spend their time, how they feel about how they spend their time, and what they're trying to achieve. I'm going through this quite quickly because I know that people won't want to spend too much time on this, but I want to make sure that you've got the basics so that you can rewatch the replay and you can sit and spend as much time as you need to. Good morning. You can sit and spend as much time as you need to in sussing this out. Are there any questions to this point? Is everybody happy with what I've suggested that you do? Okay, so we've gone from naming the person to describing their day. How do they feel? What do they want? Absolutely. Where are they now? That's the question, okay? Where are they now and where do they want to get to? So for me, Grace, who is kind of sitting at home, working from home. Oh, look at this. So Phil, Mary's a housewife, looking after kids in house, wanting computer to be easier to use. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, fantastic example, and I'm going to use your example, Phil, rather than using my own because it allows me to do outside. Brilliant. Fantastic. So Mary is at home. She wants her computer to be easier to use. Now tell me, this is the next level. Now we've got this day mapped out. The next step from there is, what are her pain points? What are the things that make her want to throw her computer out of the window? What are the things that make her just want to scream at her computer, swear, stamp her feet, throw water at it, whatever it is? Computer runs too slowly. Okay, what kind of things is she trying to do on her computer? Okay, can you see the kind of questions that I'm asking here? And I hope this is useful for everybody else to hear. It's quite useful to be able to profile one person. So freezing apps, yes. Think about all these things that are so frustrating. The things that really push your buttons and yeah, dig deep, exactly. Hi, Katie. My goodness, it's late for you. We are just, damn Pinterest won't load, exactly. So we are just, for those of you just joining, good morning, Paul. We're just profiling who our audience is. We're profiling them in deep detail, and we're going to use that to inform all of our copy, all of our branding, all of our visuals, and all of our presence on social media. So, right, Mary, that nice chap who is Phil here in the UK, he is profiling for us, and we're using him as an example. Mary is a stay-at-home housewife. She wants to type emails, but things are running too slowly. Yes, Paul, you did. So she wants to type her emails. It's not a big request, but her computer is driving her mad. Now, what kind of things does Mary say? Okay, what kind of things does Mary say that summarize how frustrated she is with that computer when she's trying to send her emails? Perhaps she's trying to do an online grocery shop. Perhaps she's trying to book something in to do with the kids at the weekend. What kind of things is she feeling or thinking? Yeah, please don't swear. What kind of things is she thinking or feeling? Katie Lance, this is an entrepreneurial problem, I think. Oh, I missed that. I'm not sure what the comment was. But yeah, what kind of things is she thinking, feeling, and saying? What would she be saying? I'm wasting so much time. Yes. Okay, so write that down. Okay, Phil, write that down. I'm wasting so much time. These are the things that when you write your sales pages, when you write your homepage, when you write your about page, all those things, you want to drop this language into that copy, because that's how when people land on your website, they go, oh my goodness, I get it. This person knows who I am. They know what my problems are. Somebody understands my problems. Mary, she's a busy lady. She needs to get things done quick. Right, exactly. She doesn't have 2 hours to sit there fiddling out what's going on her computer. Hi, Simon. Thanks for joining us. We are just profiling our customers and our clients to find out what language they use, what their pain points are, who they are, and what they do. If you want to start from the beginning, you can catch the replay and catch up with us, but I think you'll catch the drift quite quickly here. So Phil, make sure that you write down the things, and everybody, I'm talking to Phil because Phil's given us the example. Mary, kids are shouting, feed me. Yes, so, oh my goodness, I'm writing your sales page in my head already, Phil. We're saying, you know, the big flashing message at the top is, sick of wasting so much time shouting at your computer. You've got the kids in the other room shouting, Mom, I'm hungry. You've got other things going on left, right and centre. I can help with that. You don't have to feel like this anymore. I have the solution. Mary is going to see that page and go, oh my goodness, he gets it. I need his help. Do you see how this works? So this is something we've done in a very short amount of time. We've not gone even in any way scale in depth here right now. But this stuff, just scraping the surface, gives us that language that helps us really sell to our clients. But it's selling without being sleazy or greasy or any of those kind of things. You've got a deadline to meet. Right, exactly. You've rocked it this AM. Oh, me. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, so it's about pulling out that language and write it all down. Note it all down and use it again and again and again. Every time you go to write a blog post, every time you need a call to action, every time you go to do a broadcast on Periscope or write a social media post, use those pain points and those bits and pieces. I'm really glad it's helpful. Thank you. Use those nuggets of pearls of wisdom that only you have about your business. They are what inspires the know, like and trust factor. And that's exactly why I titled this Scope. You think you know your audience? Think again. Until you've done this, you have no idea. Exactly. And this is the thing as well, Brandy, that I do this regularly, like seriously regularly. Every time I speak to a new client, I write down notes of the things that they say. There's common themes, but yeah, no like and trust is boom, is killer, it's unbeatable. But every time I have a new client inquiry, even if that person doesn't turn into a client, if I know that they're a fit, then I note down the things that they say. I note down the things that make them the things I can help with, and I use that language when I craft new offers or when I reword letters or all that kind of stuff. So do it regularly, do this again and again and again. And that's why I'm saying to you guys, you know, watch the replay of this, because the things that I've said, you can actually write this down as a blueprint and keep it somewhere on your desk and do it regularly. Do it once a month, do it every time you land a new client. Do it whenever you get that buzzy feeling of, oh my gosh, this person is exactly who I went into business for. When you find those people, that's when you do this again, okay? We would be tea buddies if you lived in Edinburgh. Yay. Katie, it is. It so is. And I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is the missing ingredient. If you have not done this in your business, or you've not done this in the last 6 months in your business, you are missing a huge trick. You are letting so many potential connections and customers slip through your hands. Because as soon as you establish that, I know how you feel. I understand. Like, that's the thing. Somebody comes to me, I build websites. So, yeah, I always keep a notepad. I record calls with clients. They know that I'm doing that. And I keep a notepad for, I actually have 2 notepads simultaneously. I have a notepad for what they're saying and noting down the brief. And I have another notepad that's for my personal record of, oh my goodness, this is the pain point. So, I'm getting out of breath here because I'm getting very excited. But this really is the part, I was going somewhere that, yeah, I do tech support, not as good as I can solve your problems. Exactly. And the thing is that people don't really, Simon Sinek quote, and I keep dropping this in since I've been on Periscope, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, okay? So they want to know that you're passionate about the solution that you've got. And not only that you're passionate, but you are the best person to give them their solution. The feeling that you need to hit is, oh, somebody who understands. And if you can give that message, if you can say to somebody, for example, because we build websites, people do, exactly. Liz says it. People pay to have their problems solved. And the more urgent their problem is, the more likely you are to be able to convert them as a customer quicker if you can identify with them and tell them you understand. So for me, when a client inquires, usually my clients have websites already, they're established in their businesses, but something's not working. They're embarrassed, they've got website shame. This is something, a term I hear a lot. They don't want to give their business cards out. They don't want to share their blog posts on social media because they're too embarrassed to have people come back to their website because it doesn't represent the professional level that they're at. It doesn't match up with where they are. And what they say to me time and again is, oh, I've tried to fix this part of my website and it takes me so long. Yes, exactly, Liz. You're probably my ideal client. We could have a conversation and I could profile you and I could probably write a whole sales page and make you go, oh my goodness, I need what she's selling. And it's not manipulative. The way I'm saying this sounds like we're trying to warp things. It's the fact is, you're not making up a service or a product based on what people say. You're just learning how to communicate that you can add value and relieve people's problems with what you do already. So this is nothing revolutionary. So for me, when somebody's on the phone and they're saying, I just need to get it done, I need to hand it over, I need to not worry about it anymore, my clients need to know that we will take care of it. We will get it done for them. It will look amazing. It's going to work brilliantly. Their clients, exactly, you're reframing how you say something. Thank you, Katie. You're going to deliver something of huge value to them that's going to make a big difference in their lives. And that is really all this is about. So I'm going to stop there because I don't want to go too deep into this. I could go into this all day. Sometimes I work one-on-one with clients on this. And yes, exactly. Your clients love you for saving them time and money. Who wouldn't love that? If I'm being saved time and money, my goodness, my housekeeper, she's the biggest saver of time and stress for me. Before I had so much guilt, here's my thing. You are going to give value. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So my housekeeper, what happened? Here's my scenario and this is what I'd tell her. She's not advertising online. I have her busy, but if she was to advertise online, I would tell her, use me as an example. I was so stressed and feeling so guilty because I was working full time. My daughter is in school. My husband was overseas. My house was a mess. And I was embarrassed to have anybody over because I didn't have time to tidy up and to clean and tidy. And it wasn't that I didn't want my house to be clean and tidy. I really wanted it to be clean and tidy, but I didn't have the time, the inclination, the motivation, or really the know-how to get it to the amazing level of cleanliness and organisation that she does. And as soon as she comes in, oh my goodness, the place is amazing. So when she started, a few weeks later, she told me that she had been considering raising her rates. And she said to me, she tried to justify it. And I said to me, you don't have to justify it to me. I'm going to pay you whatever you need to be paid to keep doing this because this changes my working week. This allows me to keep my business running. This allows me to be free after school to play with my daughter. This allows me to have my weekends free. So she could have listened to that language. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Raising her rates. I was so pleased. And I was pleased to pay her more because it felt good to me to be thanking her and rewarding her for the big impact she's having in my life. So the small things can become the biggest things. So don't be fooled into thinking that because you don't offer some kind of massive service, does she travel to Ely? I'm afraid not, Paul. She's here on the Isle of Wight and I'm keeping her. Because you've got perhaps a small product or service, yes, it's not about the price. It's about the value. It's about whatever somebody gets the value out of it. It's priceless. And so I love the MasterCard advert for that. You can't put a price on how people feel. That's it. I'm going to end there because, yeah, I think I've got my message through. So if you've just joined halfway through, my name is Laura Husson. I'm the founder of laurahusson.com. And thank you very much. And Mary says, thank you. You are welcome, Mary. Today we have been talking about how to get to know your customer and your client inside out and how to build that all-important know, like, and trust factor. If you've just joined here, make sure that you watch the replay. This is really powerful stuff. It will change your business and it will make you money. So if you are new, I would love you. Thank you for sharing. I would love you to hit the little person if you're watching live. Click to view my profile and make sure you're following me. And then share it. Share it with your people because people will thank you for sharing this. Sharing good content that actually helps and people can action establishes you as somebody who's well connected online. So allow me to do you a favour. Good morning, Melanie. You are all so welcome. Katie, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Did I see Chris Ducker was here earlier? I did not see that, but Chris and I have been tweeting, so I'm pleased to know he came and joined. I know that he's following me, so thank you, Chris, for turning up. I am going to go and sit in the sun. It's a beautiful day here on the Isle of Wight. I hope that you guys, lots of you, do you know that's funny, Melanie, because I was up really late in the night feeling actually sick. I was sick in the night. I'm mentioning this to people. People are like, what is she talking about? I am 27 weeks pregnant today, which puts me firmly in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy, which is very exciting. However, yes, not feeling too shiny today. So I have put a lot of makeup on this face. So my glow is not natural, I'm afraid. Although I do feel a lot better this morning. So maybe. So thank you very much. Do you know what? There's been some amazing new people in here today, and thank you guys for sharing and for staying. And Phil, thank you so much for getting involved and giving me your example to work with, because it's much better when I can use somebody else's than my own. So I'm involved with an animal rescue. Would this apply to that? We don't have a product Rob in San. Oh, I don't know what the end part is, but animal rescue, yes, because am I suffering from scope over? Oh, no, I wasn't up late scoping. Animal rescue, yes, it would apply to that, because you want people to know that you're there as a service, okay? Oh, sorry you can't sleep. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to make money, because this is the same for charities. They want people to know about them. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have a product. You know, I have services, and it totally works for me. So I'm promoting my services, how I can help, how people can contact me, and that's your job. Your job for animal rescue is to make sure that enough people know about you if they find an animal that's in distress or in trouble or whatever it is that you target, that they know exactly that you're the people to connect with and to reach out to. Does that make sense? I hope so. So thank you to all the new people who have joined. You are welcome. And I will be broadcasting again later on. I haven't picked my topic yet, actually, for today. But last week we did some bio reviews, some Periscope bio reviews, and they were really popular. So perhaps we'll have another go at that. And then later in the afternoon in the UK time, I do a much more informal scope where I just hang out and chat with you. Actually, where I live on the Isle of Wight, today we have to go on a boat trip to the mainland. Thank you. So I'll be taking you on the boat later. So if you want to hang out with me on the boat, that'll be around 4:45ish, I think, or 4:15 UK time, somewhere around midday Eastern. All right. Have a great day. Have a great sleeps. Go and do and be and establish that know, like and trust. Catch you all soon.